How's it going, dudes? And welcome back to Rainswept. It is now time to go check out the autopsy report at the hospital. So, onward! Which way is the hospital? Oh, yeah, I go... Yeah, that's right. I remember now. I remember the map. I go once, and then go down. That is an old building. Pineview Medical Center. How old is this building? Old. Very old. But Dr. Martinez makes up for it. He's great. He's in charge of the autopsy. He should be inside. Let's go. Uh, I would like to look around the place, but it's not gonna let me. Should we go in? Alright, let's go in. Hello, Detective Stone, Officer Blunt. Hello, Doctor. How are you? Oh, just the usual, you know. This is a sad case living in Pineview. I don't do these often, thankfully. Anyway, shall we begin the report? Who, who would you like to hear about first, Detective? Oh. Let's go with Diane. Let's see Diane first. Alright, give me a minute, please. And one more thing. Alright. The victim is Diane Miller, age 24. Torso. The large amount of soot, soiling, and burnt hairs around the wound indicate the shot was taken at close range. Say maybe a distance of at least 10 centimeters. Not very far. The victim was shot in the upper abdomen. The bullet traveled through and hit the lower ribs, and maybe its exit through the back, The shockwave from the round managed to rupture the heart without directly penetrating it. This caused a hemorrhage and instant loss of consciousness and immediate death. Jeez. Examine the hands. There isn't any sign of struggle on the arms, or anything to suggest that Diane may have fired the gun. It's hard to say whether she had held the gun at all, but the fingerprints report would probably reveal that. But it's worth noting that there are old scars on Diane's forearm. Some more than a few years ago. It's possible that she or someone else had harmed her more than a couple of times, possibly using a blade. That could be why she wanted to get as far away from home as possible. Abuse? But that's speculation. Let's continue. Is there anything else you can tell us about that? Any more details? It's hard to say. Anything more about this, Detective? The scars are very old. Alright, toxology report. The toxology report shows that Diane was under the influence of alcohol during the shooting. Diane? Only Chris had the wine from what we saw at the scene. I keep stuttering, and I apologize. maybe she just had a little bit from Chris. The amount indicated in the report shows much more than that, officer. We didn't find any evidence in the house to suggest they'd been drinking anything else before that. Maybe they'd gone out that night and had drinks somewhere else as well. Good point. Where could they have gone? We should look into that. Conclusion. Well, what do you think, Dr. Martinez? Well, there's not much to conclude from this, other than what I've already discussed. So, someone shot Diane from close range. The wound matches the rounds and the gun found at the crime scene. There are signs showing physical trauma from her past, but nothing to suggest there was any physical abuse on that day or in recent months. Let's take a look at Chris now. Doctor. Of course. And one more thing. Let me guess the light. Oh! Where's it? What? What? I can't let you do this alone, detective. You need my expertise. Well, actually, Doctor, shall we begin? Of course. What expertise? Whoa. The music just looped. The victim is Christopher Green, age 26. So he was 2 years older than Diane. Good to know. Examine the head. Here we can clearly see a hard contact wound on the head, caused by a firing a handgun. As you can see, there's a small stellate-shaped hole on the right side of the head, on the temple. The skin around this is black and seared. Residue from the gun and abrasion from overstretching the skin. This is the entry wound. On his left, you can see a bigger, irregular wound and secondary fracture of the skull. This is the exit wound. A large part of the ear is also missing. Ew, gross. Examination of the victim's right hand shows clear traces of gunshot residue. I knew it. Chris's toxicology report shows alcohol content in the system. He did have that glass of wine on the table. The amount indicates much more than just a glass, officer. Probably from when they'd gone out earlier that night. Or he was sitting there waiting for Diane and had a few glasses beforehand. If they did, yes. Conclusion? What do you think, Dr. Martinez? The trauma to the brain caused by the bullet, obviously, and some sequential blood loss were the cause of death. What? So he got shot in the brain. So he got. Oh, okay. And sequential blood loss. So yeah. He got shot. He died from a shot in the head. The gunshot residue strongly suggests that Chris was the one who fired the gun. But there's no evidence of another person physically forcing him to do this either. No physical marks on Chris to suggest any sort of struggle. He shot himself. It's definitely suicide. I knew it, of course. Ha. Honestly, it could have been Chris that shot Diane, and could have been someone else too. It's hard to say from these results. It's pretty simple. No. Not until all evidence has been concluded. They probably just had another one of their arguments on their night out. The alcohol must have not helped either. Chris was probably too drunk. He did pour himself a glass at home. There were two glasses. Doesn't really fit your narrative, does it? Whatever. Maybe he was trying to make up to her. Anyways, he poured himself a drink as they continued arguing, and she went upstairs to change. In a fit of drunkenness and rage, he grabbed his gun, maybe just to scare her. But when she came downstairs again, he had enough. Before she could say anything, he shot her. He then realized what he'd done in his drunken state and shot himself. That's it. Ryan, please. Doctor, if that's the case, wouldn't there be Diane's blood on Chris from the back splatter? Not necessarily. Back splatter depends on a few different conditions. The velocity of the rounds and the region of the wound are two of them. As expected. Anyway, I should get going. Got some important work to finish. He's making himself really suspicious. We should be headed back too, Detective. Go on ahead, I'll catch up. I want to talk to Dr. Martinez about something. Alright then. I'll see you soon. Yes, Detective. What is it? Well, I've recently been having bad dreams, and when I wake up, I can't move my body for a few seconds. It's like I'm awake. I'm sure I am, but I can't do anything. I can't move or speak. I also see things, terrifying things. I haven't slept properly in days because of this. Well, Detective, what you're suffering from is called sleep paralysis. Knew it. It's completely harmless. Seriously? Music is gone. As the name suggests, your body is paralyzed and asleep. Even when your mind is awake. Often, people witness visual or aural hallucinations as well. There's nothing to worry about in regards to the paralysis itself, apart from it being a completely terrifying experience. Gee, thanks. It might be a symptom of another issue though. When did this start? On my first night in Pineview. Is anything stressing you out? This case maybe. It's nothing worse than what I've seen before. I don't think it's stress actually. It might not be the case then. Try to identify what it could be and try dealing with it. I could prescribe you some sleep medicine. Okay. But I really wouldn't want you to become dependent on them. It'd be better if you just try and relax. Talk about anything that may be bothering you. if you made any friends here. I'll consider it. Alright, I'll think about it. Whatever it is, it'll only get worse if you sweep it under the rug. Remember, detective, anything driven underground thrives, and then it festers. So, I hope you do follow my advice. I'm always here if you need me. Talk to me anytime. Alright, what do we have next? Detective, I wanted to talk to you about something. Yes? Officer Watts. It's his birthday tomorrow. And? I thought we could go out and celebrate it. Go ahead. You don't expect me to join, do you? Of course I do. It'll do you so much good. So much good. We all need a break too. Sorry. Poor Ryan barely gets out much either, since he's had his first child. I've been planning to break him out of his dreadful boring routine for a while now. What about his family? He spent so much of the day after work with them. We'll only take him out later. You wouldn't even want me there. Of course he would. Don't worry, he'll appreciate the company. So you'll be there, right? Do I have a choice? No, you don't. Figured as much. That settles it. Cool, I'm excited. They literally jumped in place. Looks like that's it for today. Alright, I'll see you tomorrow, Blunt. Good night, Detective. I hope it is. Well, we're back here. As always, let's use the bathroom. Okay, maybe not. We'll get changed. Can we not get changed? Meh. I can't get changed for some reason. So I guess we're just going to bed. Who are we calling? Hi, you reached Abigail and Michael. We're not home right now, so... Oh. What? Hey, it's alright. I'm here now. I'm happy you've let me back. When will you come with me for good? I should just leave or give up. This is going by way too fast for me to read. Think about it. I'll be waiting. Oh no. Oh, that doesn't seem good. Ugh. Darn my back. I feel terrible. Of course you do. Downpour. Okay. Anyways, I think that'll be the end of this video. If you did enjoy, hit that like button. And if you're new, subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell. No, that's it. Thank you all for watching. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video.